All right, fish peeps, we're on day 3 of the pilgrimage. We have just left Jeff Cardwell's place in Kokomo, Indiana. And we've only got a short little drive. It's only about an hour long. And we're going to another absolutely amazing aquarist. This aquarist is probably even more world-renowned than maybe even Jeff, if that's even possible. We are going to see the one and only Mr. Dead Fish Talk himself, the legendary Charlie Grimes. This is going to be awesome. All right, my friends, we're sitting here with the absolute legend. We've been touring around his fish room. We got all our buddies. We're here with Mr. Cardwell, brought us down here, and we are here with the legend himself, Mr. Charlie Grimes. And we've seen each other many, many times. We've spoken together at events and stuff like that. You got to tell the people out here a little bit about you.
Well, I'm 81 years old. I've been keeping fish. I kept fish a day or two that I caught out of creeks when I was a kid. But when I was 11 years old, I made my first aquarium out of an old gasoline pump. One of the cylinder pumps held 13 gallons.
Yep.
And since then, I've never been out of fish. I've been keeping fish a long, long time. Sometimes, my college years, I had to just have fish during the summer. But other than that, I started keeping fish, and unfortunately, it's one of these things. Wins enough, you never find out until you get so old you can't take care of them. One time, I had over 200 aquariums in this room.
Yeah, last time we were here it was vastly different, you know.
Now Mother Nature slowed me down. So. Now I can't deal with any fish that are real down real low, and I can't deal with any fish I got to get up on a ladder with.
But what are your main interests in fish? Because you've kept a bit of everything.
If I very seldom do I buy a fish if I don't think there's a possibility I can get a pair and try to get them to spawn in my aquarium.
Yeah,
that's the fun of keeping fish to me, is have either raising babies or having fish that'll raise their own babies.
Yeah.
And that's just the fun of it.
Yeah, I do it the same way. It's like every fish is a puzzle, and our role as an aquarist is to figure out how to put that puzzles together.
And mostly I like smaller fish in comparison to big lunkers. And as you can probably tell, I have a lot of planted aquariums. I like that. And I figured out finally my real hobby is not fish. My hobby is shuffling aquariums. I've
Just
had
moving around all the time.
I've had 5 different setups of tanks on this platform.
Well, that's a nice thing of using cinder blocks and stuff like that, or these pop-up stands, is you can do almost anything you want with them. But you've always kept killies, you've always kept live bears.
Yep.
You've had a real strong passion since a young age of catching native fish. You've always had them in your room, and you have a nice tank of rainbow shiners over there.
The nice part of the hobby, there's always new fish, and then sometimes you realize the ones you had 30 or 40 years ago are pretty spiffy, and you like to have them again.
Yep.
Right now I've got albino cribenzas and
They're right behind
aquarium
you.
strain cribenzas, and I had more fun having those cribenzas raise babies than I can describe.
Yep.
I've got my big tanks. I've got a 300 right here. I've got it kind of screwed up. I'm trying to get it down to being a live bearer tank now. I had a bunch of barbs in there, and they just got to be thugs.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to find something. Of course, I got one of my people for live bearers, Eyes and I. They're kind of the live bearer thug.
Yep.
But compared to a big barb, they're just a piece of cake.
Yep.
So.
So if you'd have one piece of advice for a new aquarist, what would it be?
Keep on keeping on.
Yep.
There's the nice part of this hobby is if you ever want to take a break, all you have to do is dry out your tanks, turn them upside down so spiders and stuff won't live in them. When you want to get back into fish, turn them over, clean them out, and have your fish again.
Yep.
So until you get to be 80 years old, don't give away any of your aquariums. Just take a break, go back into it again.
Yep. Well, thank you very much for having me, my friend. It was great seeing you.